race for the season. We saw the champion Carter Thompson crowned in the race earlier on today, but the battle for second and third place in the inaugural Blue Crew Oceania Junior Cup Championship is, well, it's for riders from 11 to 16 years of age at the beginning of the year, and our champion, Carter Thompson, is 11 years old. He is one of the riders that's been selected, and he could very well be on a pathway that this young man, Mike Jones, is on now as the 2019 Kawasaki Superbike champion in the Motorsport Australian Superbike Championship. There's a defined pathway now to international or domestic stardom that has been set up by Motorcycling Australia. Of the year. Blue Crew Oceania Junior Cup is go. Great start from pole position there from Marianus Nicholas, who scored his first race win in race 2 earlier on today, bike number 46. Well, we've just seen a great result for a bike number 46. Can he make it 2 in a row?
Yeah, well, you never know. Jacob Hatch got a good start as well there as he heads into turn 1 with a massive gaggle of these R3 Oceania Junior Cup, R15 Oceania Junior Cup bikes, as they head into the hard braking area down into turn 2. And normally there's 4 or 5 bikes wide, and that is the case this time round. Look at them all.
Bit of shuffling of position there, but the good news is, Steve, that they're all through. Oh, no, one of them's run off onto the circuit. Can't quite see who that is, but he's had a very soft lay down in the field. That looks like Jamie Port on board bike number 24. An early finish for him in the 2019 season.
It's Marianus Nicholas who leads the way at the moment with Tom Drain just behind him. Archie McDonald, who's been coming on strong as well, right up there in the mix of things. And up the inside there, that was Max Gibbons. Didn't hear much of him in race 1, but he just dived up the inside too.
He's the other rider along with Carter Thompson that's been selected for the Asia Talent Cup, so no surprise to see him going well. But also experience has been a great debut road racing for him here in Australia in the Blue Crew Oceania Junior Cup.
As they head up the hill side by side, big leading group. What is there, 12, 15 bikes in that one. It is the number 46, Marianus Nicholas, who still leads the way up the hill with his compatriots next to him. Carter Thompson's there too, the new champion. I'm sure that he'd like to finish, there he is on screen now, I'm sure he'd like to finish the day with a win after winning the championship earlier on today.
And the kids are getting into it because they just want to go road racing as this lead group of riders now. Look at the slipstream there, Carter Thompson on board bike number 21 coming up the inside, but who was that coming around the outside? It was Archie McDonald on board bike number 69. You said earlier on today, Steve, to keep your eye out on board bike number 69, and he's just made his way to the front of the field.
Well, I ran a ride day earlier in the year and Archie McDonald was there, and I'll tell you what, we started riding at 9 and finished at 5, and he was riding from 9 until 5 non-stop. That's what these guys are like. I don't know how many laps he did, but more than anyone put together. And I tell you what, he's a pretty impressive young rider. He's already won races in this championship, and he just seems to be getting stronger and stronger. Dirt bike track background for him, so you know, definitely a lot of these guys come from different disciplines, but it's good to give them the chance to come here.
Well, as we said earlier on too, this is the first year of the Blue Crew Oceania Junior Cup. A lot of these riders tasted road racing for the first time at the beginning of this year, and look at the style of them now as they make their way around. They look like seasoned veterans, and you've got to say what a fantastic job it's been by Motorcycling Australia as Archie McDonald. He was almost off onto the grass there on the brakes in turn 6. But Trevor Manley and the technical crew, Damien Cudlin, the rider coach, Martin Port, the category manager from Motorcycling Australia that's got this on track and organised all of this. All of the parents that have been involved with the championship as well, they've all done such a sensational job in 2019 in the inaugural year. It's set it up for a big year in 2020.
Absolutely. Once again, 7 or 8 wide as they head up onto the KTM straight. A few out on the ripple strips and a little bit further too, just using all of that strip stream. But it is the number 31, Maxie Gibbons, who is in the lead of this one at the moment. We didn't talk much about him. I'm not sure where he finished in race 2 earlier today, but it's good to see him back up the front because, you know, he is normally a front runner, sits 5th in the championship at the moment.
Well, and he showed what pace he's got to get into the Asia Talent Cup for 2020 along with Carter Thompson. So they make their way down the start-finish straight now. I think whoever was in the lead is going to be swamped by the slipstream. Here comes Tom Drain on 59. To get the inside run, can't quite do it. I think it's going to be, is that Max Gibbons on 31 that will hold them out. Geez, that was a great riding there, considering he started off the straight in the lead and managed to end it in the lead as well. As the top, 6 riders have just started to get away a fraction from the riders behind.
Yeah, we've got probably the top Jeepers, the top 13 or 14 guys all doing the same lane. 201 literally to make it easy to
Under $9,000 was the entry price for this category in 29.
all that sort of stuff. So it teaches more than if your bike's better than the next guy, which does happen.
The odd one out in this lead group is
Marianis Nicholas has really come of age here this weekend. He sits sixth in the championship at the moment, but you wouldn't think that by the result that he's having this time out here at the Sydney Motorsport Park. But I will say that these kids are so young, they just learn like sponges so much. They might, and they listen to the coaching sessions, you know, like Damien will tell them, you need to do this. There's 2 seconds back to 12th place at the moment. So that group there, there's 12 or more riders. So it's a pretty impressive bunch of guys, and a lot of them have had wins in this class already.
And I think Angus Grenfell, who injured himself yesterday with a crash at turn 9, may have just dropped off the back of this lead group, but it's been a brave effort from him today to try and get back out there with those injuries that he suffered yesterday.
We're finished here today to watch their heroes in action on track.
Well, actually in the grandstand.
A good thing, because I love the sound of those Moto 3 machines.
Well, that is Marianis Nicholas once again, as he did in race 2 earlier on today. The one consistent as they come round onto the start-finish straight every single lap was that Marianis Nicholas was leading the race. And could he be in line for the final round victory for the year as they come out onto the start-finish straight? We're going to complete 5 of the 6 laps, so 3.93 kilometre journey to go to decide who will win the last race in the 2019 Blue Crew Oceania Junior Cup.
Well, it's absolutely anybody's at this stage, and it's Archie McDonald who shoots into the lead at the moment. With Max Gibbons up there, they're all there, all the contenders. Archie McDonald's in that group as well. Marianis Nicholas is there on his number 46 machine. No guessing who his favourite rider is. Mike Jones, of course.
Keep your eye also